How to make sugar, cinnamon spice, apple cider donuts, or donut muffins. Let's get into it. First, in a small pan, you want to add 1.5 cups of apple cider. You want to start boiling it down and putting it to a simmer until you have about 1/2 cup, stirring it occasionally. You want to start checking it after 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes. And if there are things floating on top like you see in the video, no worries, that might just be some cinnamon or some spices that they put in the apple cider. Once you've got your 1/2 cup, take it off the heat and let it cool down completely. About 10 minutes to start, or until you're ready to use it. And again, if there's floaty things, don't worry about it. While our apple cider is cooling down, we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. When your butter is fully melted, put it aside till it cools down until we're ready to use it. In a large bowl, whisk together 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice. If you don't have apple pie spice, that's fine. You can always use a mixture of various spices like how I've made. There's allspice, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. Just mix everything together. I usually just do one tiny little 1 ounce container and I just mix it all up. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk until everything's well combined. And then when you're done, set it aside. And while that's to the side, you want to get a second bowl and add your melted butter, 1 room temperature egg, 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, or dark brown, whichever you prefer, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 cup of milk at room temperature, as well as 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk everything until it's smooth and combined. And when everything is smooth and combined, you want to take it and pour it into your flour mixture. Don't forget to scrape down your bowl. Add your apple cider once it's cooled down. And whisk everything until it's well combined. Don't worry, the batter will be slightly thick. It's supposed to be like that. Put it to the side for a second. And grab yourself some muffin pans. You don't have to use a mini muffin pan like I do. You can use a regular size. As well as you can also make these into donuts as well, if you have silicone donut baking holes. Take your spoon. Once you've got all your muffin liners in, fill them up about 3/4 of the way full. If you're using a donut pan, you just want to spray it. You don't have to put anything in it. Don't fill them too much because they will spill out everywhere. If you're making mini muffins like me, you want to bake them off at 350 degrees for about 8 to 9 minutes. Standard size muffins bake for about 18 to 20 minutes at 350. And if you want to use silicone baking donuts, bake them for about 10 to 11 minutes, or until any one of these 3 are inserted toothpick comes out clean. When a toothpick inserted comes out clean, you want to take any one of these 3 out of the oven to cool down completely. And while the muffins, mini muffins or donuts are cooling down, we're going to make the glaze. Melt 6 to 12 tablespoons of butter and put it to the side for a minute until it's cooled down a little. You don't want to burn your fingers. And make your cinnamon sugar spice mixture. 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 3/4 teaspoons of apple pie spice, or like I said, if you want to make the special spice on the side, you can do that instead. Mix everything together until it's well combined. You might have to double that recipe as well. When your muffins are cold enough to touch, take them off the muffin. You don't have to remove the paper if you don't want to. I just felt like it. Dunk it into your melted butter, and then roll it around into your cinnamon sugar spice mixture. Make sure it's well coated. And when you're done, put them to the side. These are best served immediately or kept at room temperature for a couple of days or in the fridge for about 5 days. But when you're ready, serve and enjoy.